Okay, we are live now. So in order not to waste much of our time, I'll be sharing the screen from my phone while we wait for my system to come up. Now if you can see my screen, let me know if you can see my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead with today. So those of you who came yesterday, you've already met me, so let's move straight to the point. How to know the coins to buy. Okay. Now, like I said, this is very fundamental, very fundamental when it comes to crypto. Okay, so if you fully follow up with what we are going to teach today, then you should be able to understand or go about, discovering crypto gems by yourself. You won't really need much of, in fact, even if someone gets to tell you buy this coin, you go ahead to do your own research to know if that coin is actually good for you to buy. Okay, not just buying random tokens, especially some persons who fell prey of that in 2020, 2021. If you're a victim of something of that nature, maybe somebody told you to buy a coin and you bought it and it didn't do well, so you can just drop it on the chat box. Okay, just say I'm among those persons. So we feel ourselves because one or two times I've also fall victim of that. Okay, until we have the knowledge we have now. So the first thing to look out for is what we call the white paper. Every crypto project should have a white paper. Okay, the white paper is a document that highlights the project goals, its intended solution, the problems it would address. All information about the project is included in this document. It's usually available to the public before a cryptocurrency firm launches its ICO. ICO is what we call initial coin offer. Okay, initial coin offer is just like, okay, just like I told us yesterday when I was talking about tokenization. You can say, okay, this is my plot of land and I'm giving it out at the first price I'm giving it out is at so and so price. So the number of persons come to buy that first offer. Okay, so that's what a white paper is. So everything about that project, what they plan to succeed. First of all, they must identify the problem, and secondly, they must tell us what they plan, how they plan to solve that problem. So if we have time, that's if we did not meet up with 8:30, we might look at a live white paper. Okay, might look at a live white paper, or we might analyze a live project. Okay, content in the white paper, the content you see on the white paper is the project outline, solution, overview of the team, tokenomics, information regarding the token release, market consideration, and the roadmap. Okay, then we have what we call these are now what you consider when you before you actually decide to buy a particular project. These are what you consider before you go ahead to buy. All these things, you must put them into consideration. The first one is the minimum viable product. You heard me mentioning that yesterday, talking about crypto. Crypto needs to have a minimum viable product. What is the minimum viable product? The minimum viable product is actually what this project will actually solve. When it comes to Bitcoin white paper is very simple. Talking about having a currency that is borderless, that is going to be deflationary, a limited supply, and you need to work to actually. So Bitcoin was just basically addressing money. Okay, that was. But in fact, Bitcoin white paper is just a tip of the iceberg of the problem it's actually solving. So Bitcoin is not just money. Bitcoin is value. Bitcoin is digital good. It's just enormous. Then if you're talking about Ethereum, for example, Ethereum is actually a platform that came out. I think it should be either the fifth currency or not. It might not be, but it's among the first 10. We have Bitcoin, we have Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Ethereum, then Ethereum Classic, and the rest. Ethereum builds their one of their core MVP was that they are building a blockchain where you can build smart contracts. You see, Bitcoin has a blockchain, but you cannot build on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a blockchain on its own. There is no way you can build on Bitcoin. But Ethereum came and said, okay, we are still leveraging on this technology called blockchain, but smart contracts can be built. That means you are creating more or less, like, how will I put it now? Okay, let me use this analogy. We are creating like a server that you can build websites on. Okay, so websites are built on servers. So Ethereum is saying, okay, let's make this blockchain such that people can build smart contracts. Now, any project that it doesn't have a blockchain is called a token. So let's see which one is the popular one now. Shiba Inu used to be a token before it now have their own blockchain. Okay, the Shiba Inu blockchain that is yet to be officially launched. BNB used to be a token on Ethereum blockchain before they launched their own blockchain. So any project that have its own blockchain is called a coin. So that's the difference between a coin and a token, but sometimes they are interchangeable. Okay, so that's what a minimum viable product is. So when a token is telling you, just like I explained to us yesterday, that somebody tells you that buy this token, it can help you to disappear, you ask yourself, is this MVP, is it realistic? Okay, we saw projects that tell us you can move to earn when you move in, when you work, you are earning. We've seen that happen. Okay, you can quickly understand that because people mine to earn Bitcoin, people mine to in Ethereum, Litecoin, Dogecoin. We're now saying, okay, instead of mining, work. Okay, it's just the analogy is just very simple. Okay, we have so and so number of tokens in circulation. Let's say we have a billion token in total supply is a billion token, and we are just releasing just 1% each. Then the remaining 99% is going to be unlocked when people are working. The technology is, you can relate to that because we already have applications that track your movement. We have Google Fit, we have Apple, all those Apple wristwatch and the rest of them. They can track your movement. So what those platforms do is that they just take data. So you grant them permission to access maybe your Google Fit app or your Apple account. Okay, so they take that information, and based on their algorithm, you mint those tokens. Just like I told us about a device that I got, that I mine crypto for browsing. Okay, it's like a Wi-Fi. So while I'm using the device to browse, if I'm using that device now currently to being live on this class, I'm unlocking that particular token. So that's that for MVP. The major question you need to ask yourself is this MVP realistic? Okay. So we have crypto allocation and locked liquidity. These allocation of the tokens to its founders, its team members, advisors, marketing, etc. Now, you just need to just make some analogy and consideration here. If a major percentage of that token is distributed, or that percentage of the token distribution is held by a few number of persons, then there is a possibility of rug pull. So you see some projects whereby the first, in fact, if you go on a platform called dextools.io or dexscreener.io, they will tell you, they will put a red flag for any token that a particular wallet is holding more than 5% of the supply. More than five, any wallet is holding more than 5% of the supply. It is a red flag. Imagine if one person is holding 1% of Bitcoin, that person can crash the market. 5%, that person can actually crash the market. Okay. So this information is also available in the white paper. So another thing you need to consider is qualification, track record, and credibility of the founders and team. You don't just buy a token because, okay, you've checked the MVP is good, the distribution is also good. You need to also check the qualification and track record, track record and credibility of the founders. The reason why some persons are buying, or the reason why I feel this word coin, I don't really like the token, finally, personal reserve share, okay, is doing so well is because the person who created Chat GPT is one of the team members, or if not the owner of that particular project. So people are saying, okay, this guy have successfully built Chat GTP. If he can successfully build Chat GTP with the whole, in fact, I think Chat GPT actually brought about the awareness in AI. So a lot of persons who have been building their AI, or just at their backyard, just came up, and everybody is advertising that they have AI tools. Okay, so if this person can successfully build this project called ChatGTP, then if he wants to build something like this, he's going to do well. So you are just believing that, okay, since this guy has a track record of doing well, he will also do well in this particular project. So that's just how it works. So if you see a project, Binance Lab, for example, have incubated lots of good projects. So before you even get incubated in Binance Lab, you need to have your market cap is supposed to be up to $25 million. Your team members will be KYC'd and the rest of them. So if a particular project is being admitted into Binance Lab, for example, or okay, FTX is no longer around, let's say Gate.io, KuCoin, you want to pay attention to that project because these people have a criteria, a very high criteria, before they admit people into their incubation, their startup accelerator incubation program. So you want to pay attention because Binance, it will not just accept a project that is not going anywhere, or accept a project that the team members don't even have direction, or they are just there for the short term. Okay, so all these things are considerations that you make. Now, another thing, if you look at the screen, you see when analyzing a cryptocurrency, what are you inquiring to know based on this? If they have the potential to actualize that MVP. So based on their track record and credibility and qualification, do they have the track record? Do they have the potential to actualize what they say they want to actualize? Another question you need to ask yourself is, have they raised enough capital to drive the project? My dear, in the crypto space and in the 21st century, money is very, very important. In fact, sometimes money is more important than your idea. That's just the truth. Okay, so if you have more money, you make so much success than somebody who has a very good idea and don't have money. That's just the truth. So money drives. So you want to know these people, what are the investment rounds that they have actually held? Which VC capital, which venture capital platform or company is actually funding them? Then another thing you need to consider, there are some venture capitalists that they are known, they are known in the crypto space. Can I remember anyone? They're not coming to my head now. So there are some venture capitalists that are known globally, especially in the crypto space, both in the crypto and outside the crypto space. Okay, let me use, for example, BlackRock. BlackRock is a bank. Okay, they have their market cap. That's the total valuation of their bank is almost as at last week. Let's say the total valuation of their bank is 10 times the entire crypto market cap. So if you hear that BlackRock is actually buying into a project, you want to pay attention to that project. In fact, just the news will make that coin do up to 50x or so. Okay, so of recent I discovered that BlackRock is actually is a shareholder of among the top 4 Bitcoin mining company in the world. I was like, wow. These people just signed, they are pushing for their Bitcoin ETF, and we just think that maybe that's the first time they want to go into crypto. And I also found out that the same BlackRock owns, I think, either 5% or 25% of MicroStrategy. But MicroStrategy is the single institution that is holding the highest number of Bitcoin. Okay, so you want to pay attention to some of this information. Okay, then what we call the audit. Now, the audit, like I said yesterday also, I made mention of a smart contract. A smart contract audit is a I'm trying to be fast. Methodical examination and analysis of a smart contract code that is used to interact with a cryptocurrency or blockchain. Okay, this process is conducted to discover errors, issues, security vulnerabilities in the code in order to suggest improvements and ways to fix them. The biggest of them is CETIC. Okay, there are CETIC, there are so many others, but the biggest of them is CETIC. Okay, so what this means is that I told us that a smart contract is a contract that cannot be, you cannot alter it. You cannot go and change. I did a mistake. Once it's launched on the blockchain, it cannot be altered. And this is not absolutely true, because there is a way you can program a smart contract that makes room for you to be able to edit it. Okay, that's why sometimes when I'm checking for tokens, especially when you go to honeypot.com or IO, honeypot.com, or you go to DexTools, DexTool will tell you if this project can be edited. Wow, we don't have much time. If we have time, I would show us something live. Okay, I'm just trying to rush. Okay, I might show us something live on DexTools. So you when you hear that a project has been audited, you have a little bit confidence with them, because some of these CETIC and other platforms, they are independent platforms. Okay, they are independent platforms, so they have their own reputation at stake for them to say, okay, this contract has been audited and it doesn't have any issues. If they find out any worrying issue, they publicize it and say, okay, you need to pay attention to this and this and this. So the team members can decide to launch a new contract or decide to manage it like that. Of course, it's capital intensive to actually write those contracts. Another thing again is roadmap. You want to look at the roadmap. You can actually get this on their website or their white paper. This is the cryptocurrency's detailed schedules of milestone, goals, and targets. So we can now tell you, let's say Sophie Group, we decide to launch a project, which of course, maybe in the future. So we say, okay, by 2024, we are going to do this. First quarter, we are going to do this. Third quarter, fourth quarter, and the rest of them like that. You want to go and check, okay? You join the project in the middle of the line, and you say, okay, these people say they were going to achieve this thing last month. You go back and check if they actually achieved that. So you want to know if the team members are consistent with their milestones. Okay, they are telling you we are going to be listed on CoinMarketCap, we are going to do our audit, we are going to be listed in this exchange, we are going to be listed in this exchange, we are going to be listed in this exchange. So if these team members are actually hitting these milestones as they detailed it in their white paper, it's something that is a green flag. It's a green flag, because of course, if they can be hitting if they can be meeting up with their roadmap, of course they can actually pull their MVP through. Very, very important. Okay, you have to analyze if they have met up with. Okay, I've done that. I've said that already. Can we see that? Size and engagement of their community. Okay, size and engagement of their community. Cryptocurrency is the money of the people. Okay, I did not say this yesterday. We have three types of money. We have God's money, we have government money, we have the people's money. God's money is what they call gold. God decide who he gives gold to. You can dig under your house and discover gold. I might dig under my house and not discover gold. Okay, it's God that actually did that one. Nobody influenced it. Okay, so we have the second type of money, which is the fiat currency that we know, which is government money. They print it as much as they can. That's why you don't even blame them, because it's their money. Okay, you how will I put it now? So it's government money, but cryptocurrency is actually the money of the people. So if you want your cryptocurrency to strive, you must associate it with the people. I love what Binance is doing. You know, their project is being pioneered by their team members, not their I say their team members, their community members. So that moment when you get to, in fact, it's generally in the business world, that moment where you get your customers to be the people who advertise your product without you telling them about telling them to advertise that product, that is when you know you're actually doing something great. Like I saw some screenshot of some persons. I took some screenshots of some persons who were, sharing their sharing what they learned and advising their friends to join this bootcamp. That's what you're talking about. So you want to see what is the engagement, what is the size of the community and the engagement. Remember, if your product is good, more persons who have that problem who needs the solution you're arranging will come to your project. And if they are actually engaging in your community, it means that you're actually doing, or you're in the right direction. So this includes the account based on social media, and most importantly, it's just like, for example, I send you a link and I'm telling you Binance is doing airdrop, and you follow that link and go to their Twitter handle, for example, and discover that the total number of followers there is just 50,000 people. Of course, it's a scam. That's just the truth. It's a scam because Binance would not have just 50,000 people. Or you go to CoinW, okay, I'm going to stop mentioning Binance. Let me mention our partner. Okay, you go to CoinW handle and discover that it's just 20,000 persons who are subscribers or followers. Of course, you know that that particular handle is not real, or it's a fake handle, because that kind of platform, as big as they are, should not have so amount of followers. I think I was almost scammed of recently by I think Shibarium. Shibarium. There is two Shibarium account. In fact, Shibarium don't have an official Twitter handle. Okay, they are still using Shiba. The handle of Shiba, that's what they are still using. There was a handle I saw. I was even following the handle on Twitter. It's called Shibarium, and the account is verified. So I almost got scammed by them. Okay, so you want to know a profitable project should have lots of followers, retweets, video reviews, celebrity involvement, endorsement, and so on. Okay, comparison with other crypto projects. Now, this one has to do with you now, your own personal trading or investment strategy, or let me say the way you want to invest. Okay, if I want to invest in a project, I want to compare them. Let's say, for example, I'm telling you buy Bitcoin and buy Pepe. No, I don't want to compare with Pepe. Or buy which other token will I use? I'm trying to think of something that's okay. Let's say buying Bitcoin and buying pancake. Okay, pancake swap, buying their token. Okay, let me just use both of them. If I have $1,000, or let me say $100, and you're telling me you analyze Bitcoin is good, cake is good, I will put more of my money in cake, because cake will give me more return. Okay, cake from its all-time high, I think cake went as high as five, no, up to $20, and it's currently at $1, or between 0 point something dollars to $1. And Bitcoin's all-time high is 27K, and it's currently at 28K. So I want to, if Bitcoin goes back to its all-time high, that's just almost that's 100% plus. Let's say 120%. Oh, I have low battery. I have low battery. I might need to switch out. But let's okay, let me just switch now. So if I'm considering those two platforms, considering those two platforms, of course, I'm going to go back. I'm going to go to Cake because if Cake goes back to its all-time high, I might be getting up to 10x of what I actually bought with. So this is what you need to consider. Let me share my screen from here. This is what you need to consider when actually buying into a project. Okay, you want to know, you want to compare them with other crypto projects so that you will know which one will give you profit on the long run. Because anybody who is investing in cryptocurrency, of course, the reason why you're investing is because you want to make profit. That's the basic reason why you are investing into cryptocurrency. So you want to compare them, not just that somebody told you, please buy, not really please, buy this particular crypto is going to do well, and you just hop into that particular project and expecting to make a lot of money from them. You need to be a wise investor. If it's Sabinus, you say you need to have a smart move. Okay, you need to make smart moves. Okay, so okay, let me disconnect from here. Okay, so you need to compare this project with other projects. You can do your comparison in different how will I put it now? Let's say for example you have let's say you have $1,000 to invest in crypto, and you are saying, okay, I'm going to invest 10% in layer one blockchain, I'm going to invest 10% into gaming, I'm going to invest 10% into metaverse token, I'm going to invest 10% into AI token, I'm going to invest 10% into decentralized exchange, on Pancake, on BSC, on hybrid blockchain, just like that. That's being wise. Not just that you carry everything that you have and you just buy one particular token. If you know, one thing with crypto is that a particular fundamental analysis or a news that will make Bitcoin to go up might not be the same news that will make Ethereum to go up. Okay, today Bitcoin has been pumping more than every other token. Okay, so these are considerations you need to make. Okay, these are considerations you need to make as a wise investor in the crypto space. Okay, so far, are we getting value? Let me be sure we are getting value. Okay, are we getting value? Another thing we need to consider here is time of investment. This one is very sweet. In fact, those persons who have been in our community for a while, you must have heard me say, it's not really about how much you invest. And it's not really about how much you invest. It's about when you invested. Some of us, I believe everybody here is probably above 18. Okay, let's say above 18. Or let's say those persons who are above, 25 and the rest of them like that, or even 30. Let's say in the last, let's even use something that is very close, 2019. Okay, 2019. 2019 from now is about 4 years. Let's say 4 years ago, I believe 4 years ago, some of us, you can still afford maybe 20,000, 50,000, 100,000. Okay. Now, at 2019, in March 2019, Bitcoin came as low as $3,000. Okay. Now, somebody who entered Bitcoin, I don't want to go too far. Somebody who entered Bitcoin, Ethereum was around $280, $300. Somebody who entered Ethereum at that point, or Bitcoin, okay, let me even use, okay, either of them can serve. Bitcoin at $3,000, or let's use Ethereum because it is more cheaper. Ethereum $300 then is around 150K as at then. Yeah, 150K. Below safe is below. Let's say 150,000. And currently we have Ethereum ranging 181716 2000, and it went as high as 4,000. Now you might want to, somebody who bought with 150K, and even that $300 now, $300 now should be around 90 times 3. So that's around 270,000. That's in naira now. Okay, so it's not really about, that's why when you are doing your research, I pay attention to market capitalization. What is the market capitalization? Market capitalization is simply the current price multiplied by the total supply. The current price multiplied by the total supply. So I want to take note of the market capitalization. A token a token that have a high market capitalization, I might not be so much interested in that particular project because a lot of persons have invested there and the token is high. That's the same reason why I would not readily invest more of my income in Bitcoin. Okay. To be honest, I'm not holding anyone. I'm not a Bitcoin maxi. Okay. So okay, sorry for that. If you can hear me, let me know that you can hear me so I know I'm still on. You can hear me, unmute yourself, let me know you can hear me.
Right on, sir. Right on, sir.
Yeah, right
Okay.
on.
I can hear you.
So the analysis I gave here is, Bitcoin and other blockchain, that's Cardano. Okay, so I would prefer to invest in Cardano than to invest in Bitcoin. Why? Because it's return we are looking for. It's not making out that you are holding a particular project. That you're holding a particular project will not pay your bills. Okay, so the most important thing every investor in any space looking out for to maximize profit. So for you to maximize profit, you need to consider the timing. The timing is very important. Just like people who saw that Bitcoin was going down and they were selling off. If you have this knowledge, you'll be wondering, why are you selling off? You are seeing an opportunity to top up your wallet. You are selling off the one you have. Some persons usually sell at the bottom and buy at the top. That's very funny. They sell at the bottom where they are supposed to buy and buy at the top where they are supposed to be selling. Because when you buy at the top, some people they want to see that, okay, it has started going up, it has started going up. That's when they want to buy. If you're a trader, you are doing like that, you blow your account. Okay, so let's look at the next one. Your reason for investing. This one is also very fundamental because your reason for investing, which is determined by whether it's short term, long term, will determine if you would go for a project with a better short term or long term for maximum profitability. Now, what it means is that there are some projects that we do well on the short term. That's just the truth. There are some projects that we do well on the short term. There are projects that we do far better on the long run. Let's take, for example, shitcoins. Shitcoins will give you money within 2-3 months. They've pumped, you've made so much money, but if you say, okay, let me go and lock this my coin, I want to cash out in the next 5 years, you will be shocked that maybe you entered probably a token that gave you $5,000 or more. You come back and you'll be seeing zeros. You will not even see any digits. You see zero. Your wallet will be showing 0.00. Because it's not a token that you are supposed to hold for a long term. Okay, any token. In fact, what strategy? I think we did that in our last Thursday AMA. We talked about investments, risk management. Okay, we have what we recommend is not a financial advice. Okay, so you invest just the lowest percentage of your income on some of these tokens that are short term, because some of those tokens that are short term are high risk. Okay, but when you make profit, my boss always say, once you've made your capital, remove your capital. So what you do when you make profit from short-term investment, which are high risk, you remove them and you are topping up your projects that are long term. For example, Ethereum, top 50 tokens or let me just say top 50 tokens by CoinMarketCap. Some of these tokens are they are projects that have stayed in the market. They've tested bull run, bear market, bull market, bear market. They've developed a concrete MVP. In fact, some of them, they are very fundamental to the advancement of crypto on the long run. So these are the projects you are supposed to be topping up. So I'm not saying you should not buy tokens that are short term, but when you make profit from them, use it to top up tokens that that have a very strong MVP that will last for a long time. Just like tokens that have to do with metaverse, like YGG. It might not be on the top 100, but this is token for the long term. Tokens like Raka, building one of the biggest metaverse, have application in gaming, have application in education. These are the tokens you want to be building with. Celo blockchain. You want to be topping some of these because they might not go as rapid as some of all these short-term investment. But if you check them in the next 4 years, 5 years, just like we saw yesterday, we saw that Bitcoin has done over 556 million % from when it was listed. Okay. Now, how to buy crypto? Okay. How can you buy crypto? You can buy directly from an individual. Okay, maybe somebody you can buy directly from that person or you trust. Decentralized, centralized exchange P2P, like on CoinW, there is a P2P where you can buy from people in the same country but from different places. The system ensures that nobody is cheating any other person. Okay, decentralized exchange, you can also buy from there. Then you can buy using your debit and credit card. That's directly from bank. Okay, from your bank card, you can use that to buy. I think that feature is not for other countries apart from Nigeria. I think you can also use that, like in the US and other countries. You can buy crypto directly from your bank card. Then escrow group, we like Sophie Group, we have a P2P platform. Like if you can see on the Telegram, and we also have another one on WhatsApp. So you have a token to sell or you want to buy a project, you can just indicate in the group. People who want to sell or buy from you, sell to you or buy from you, will indicate, and is being secured by our admins. So every payment passed through the admin. Let's say, for example, you want to buy a crypto and somebody says he has, you send the money to the admin. The admin will hold the crypto, we hold the money until the person who is selling sends you the crypto, you confirm and release the money. Okay, so that's that for how to buy. Okay, then how to store crypto. You can store crypto in what we call wallets. So you have the crypto exchange wallet like CoinW. So you can store crypto on CoinW. You can also store crypto on what we call custodian wallets. Custodian wallets, you are in charge of your private keys. There's what we call a private key. In fact, when you create a wallet, it gives you a public key and a private key. The public key is your address that you send people when you want to receive crypto. Okay, when somebody wants to send you crypto, you send your public key. That's like your address now. But it also have a private key, which is your recovery phrase. Some of them is 24 digits, some of them is 12 digits. So that's what you keep. That if you lose that one, all your crypto is gone. If you lose it, I can remember in 2019, I got a new phone, I was changing, I forgot. I thought I wrote down all my wallet private phrase. I did not know I wrote one twice, thinking I missed one. So that wallet has been lost. Nobody can do anything about it. Okay. So we have what we call cold wallet, or there is hot wallet. I just mentioned a hot wallet. That's the crypto exchange wallet and the custodial wallet. That's Trust Wallet and MetaMask. We have a video on YouTube telling you how you can create this wallet. Okay, we have the cold wallet. The cold wallet is offline. This offline wallet is nobody can hack into it. Okay, that's one advantage of it's more or less like a flash drive. Okay, nobody can hack into it. So that's another way to tokens you want to hold for a long term. You can use them. You can get it. You can store them on your cold wallet. I think CoinW has another company called Hyperpay. Hyperpay is like Trust Wallet, but more advanced than Trust Wallet. I think they have their ATM card. They have their own cold wallet as well. So if you're interested to get one, we can help you get that. As we can guide you to get that. Where to trade crypto? Okay, where to trade crypto? You can trade crypto on centralized exchange and decentralized exchange. Now, centralized exchange is controlled by a central authority that manage the exchange operation. Okay, so just like CoinW is a centralized exchange. So they have CEOs, they have board, they have people who control the exchange. It doesn't mean that in a decentralized exchange they don't have board. But the difference between centralized exchange and decentralized exchange is that in decentralized exchange the power is to the people. More or less that if they want to make any significant change in the exchange, they would do what we call voting. Okay, do what we call voting. So for you to vote, you need to be holding the token of that particular exchange, just like Pancake Swap now, or Uniswap, or even Trust Wallet. You need to be holding. Trust Wallet is just a wallet, but if they want to, maybe I can remember when they wanted to add Aptos blockchain to Trust Wallet, they were thinking whether to add Aptos or another project, another blockchain. So most of the community members that were holding, you must be holding, not just that you're holding their token, you must have staked that token. So it's when you stake the token that you'll be able to vote. So most persons voted that they should add Aptos instead of that blockchain. So that's just the difference between centralized and decentralized. Decentralized exchange, their team members can say, okay, let's list this token, let's don't list this one. They don't consult you. Okay, but the centralized exchange consults their community members before they take any serious decision. What are the types of trading that we have? We have basically a number of trading. We have what we call spot trading. Spot trading is 1:1. Let me see if I explain them individually. Okay, I think it's tomorrow. I'm going to do that. Okay, so this is it. So we have spot trading, we have margin trading, we have futures trading, we have ETF trading, we have automated trading. So I'm going to explain that today because we still have 5 minutes. I'm going to explain that today so that by tomorrow we'll go straight into trading. So we'll spend less time. Okay, spot trading has to do with 1:1. So you have $10, you buy $10 worth of Bitcoin. Okay, but when it comes to margin, the exchange gives you what we call leverage. It's called leverage trading. Features also is called leverage trading. But the difference between features and margin is that margin you are borrowing money. Okay, but in features you are not borrowing money, kind of. Okay, so but the exchange gives you leverage. What leverage means is that you have they have different types of leverage. 1:1 is spot trading. 1:2 is when you are using 2x. 1:10 is when you are using 10x. So if I have $100 and I purchase Bitcoin worth of $100, instead of me getting Bitcoin worth of $100, I'll be getting Bitcoin worth. If I'm using 10x, it will be 100 times 10, which is 1,000. So I'll be buying Bitcoin worth of 1,000. So if the market goes up, I will make profit as though I'm making profit of as though I bought with $1,000. That's what futures trading is all about. Then ETF, but you can get liquidated. Liquidated is that if the market goes against you, you have $1,000, but if the market goes against you and you lose up to $100, your position will be liquidated. But we now have what we call ETF trading. ETF is more or less like a spot trading that has leverage. Okay, a spot trading that have leverage. So I'll explain. Okay, maybe I'll explain that more tomorrow because of time. Then we have automated trading. Automated trading is when you are using AI. Okay, you connect your trading to AI using API, and a robot is trading, and once a robot is trading, it's automatically trading for you. Okay, then lastly, we have copy trading. Tomorrow we'll be discussing more about copy trading. For those of you you don't have time to trade, but you want to engage in copy trading, you must not be a professional trader. You must not be an active trader, I mean to say. Copy trading means that you are copying professional traders. We do that on CoinW. You are copying professional traders. So all you have to do is just register, fund your account, and connect to a professional trader. And once the trader is making profit, you are making profit. If the trader is making loss, you are making loss. But the reason why you are copying them is because they are professional traders and they have proven track record of making profit. So that's why you are actually copying them. Okay, so um, thank you. So let's take questions. Our community activity is starting in 2 minutes time, less than 2 minutes time. So let me take our questions. Let me take our questions. Let me take our questions.
Right. Good evening, sir. So, sir, as regards the coins to hold and buy and the rest, so are there any possible coins that you could suggest to us now that we could have in our mind to get and hold for either short term or long term purposes?
Okay. I'm going to give you some recommendations though. So let's take other questions so I answer everything at the same time.
Good evening, sir. Regarding the
Good
trading,
evening.
how can one learn how to trade?
Okay. Um Tomorrow we are going to be starting with an introduction. Okay, we are going to be starting with an introduction. But Survey Group, we have a traders community, we have a traders course, okay, and we created a community where you learn how to trade and we coach you. Okay, we coach you on how to trade. Okay, I did not even I posted that in the WhatsApp group. That's just market has been ranging for, not really ranging, just static at a place. But today you can see the movement in BTC, and members of our community were cashing out. So learning, one thing I will always say is that trading is a skill. Okay, just like every other skill, just like the way you go to school to learn maybe how to study, how to be an engineer or whatever. Trading is a skill. Most people shy away from it because they don't want to give themselves to learning. Okay, trading is a skill that you learn. So by tomorrow we'll be telling us more on how. I hope you'll be there by tomorrow. We're telling us more on how to join the traders community. But if it's urgent for you and you want to get started today, then you are going to chat up with our virtual assistants to guide you. Okay, to guide you get started. So we have then on the first question. Now, like I said, let me just bring back what we said a little. Some considerations you must make. Some consideration you must make is how long are you holding, short term or long term. If you are holding for long term, I will advise you go for projects that have strong MVP. Layer one blockchains. Let me just pick a token. Okay, two Shiba. Okay, maybe Shiba is overhyped, but one project that will do well is Bone. Bone is the utility token for Shibarium blockchain. What it means is that all the transaction fees that people who want to use Shiba blockchain would be using would be paid in bone. Okay, that's the name of the project. So I think bone came out last year 0. I think it went down to 0.4, 0.2. Currently at 1 point something dollars. Still a very good buy. Okay, still a very good buy. When the bull market comes, it's going to do well. Then you can buy basically some projects on decentralized exchange. Dex is also going to see some moves. Okay, so you can pick one or two tokens from there. Cake is still good. Cake is very promising. Uniswap is very promising. Um, Aave is very Compound as well. Compound is a crypto lending platform. It's also good. Then on layer one blockchain, Arbitrum is also there. Ludo, that's LDO, is also a very good project. Then when it comes to metaverse, you want to look at Sand, you want to look at Mana, you want to look at YGG, you want to look at Raka. When it comes to play to earn, work to earn, you want to look at GMT, you want to look at Fitfi. When it comes to AI, FET, and there is another one I'm trying to remember the name, I've forgotten. Okay, so at least this project we do well on the long term. Then you can still look at the top three, like BNB is currently 200 and something, which will still do well. Of course, the next bull run should see BNB hitting $2,000 or more. Okay, the all-time high is currently 700, but we should be seeing BNB going as high as $2,000. Because one thing with BNB is that CZ pumps his coin. That is just the truth. CZ has a way to pump BNB. They have the advantage that they not only have a blockchain, a utility token, they have the biggest exchange. Okay, so they have the biggest exchange. There are certain things they do on their exchange. The more you hold BNB on their exchange, the more they give you airdrop. Okay, so there are a lot of things they are doing for you to stake your BNB, for you to keep holding your BNB. Okay, so BNB will do well in the next bull run. So I think I've answered that question. So do we have more questions? More questions, more questions. Okay, so I believe those of us that have stayed up to this moment, have we gotten value? Have you gotten value? Let me know. Let me know that you've gotten value. You can unmute yourself. We're actually rounding up today's section. Don't miss tomorrow's section, so you don't be among those that will miss and not participate in the giveaway that, like we said, we are going to be doing some giveaways. So unmute yourself. Let me know if you've gotten value. If you've gotten value, did you share with your friends? Did you retweet? Did you repost? Which of them did you do?
All right, sir. Gotten value for today's teaching, and of course, posted, repeated. That's all.
Okay, we can go ahead do a shout out. I think. Okay. Grace, you can go ahead.
I've got some value.
Okay. On behalf of Survey Group, we really want to say thank you to all of you who are joining. I believe that by tomorrow By tomorrow, we'll be wrapping up the boot camp with practical ways in trading. We'll talk more about trading features. We'll talk more about copy trading. Basically, we are going to be talking about trading. You can't be in crypto and you're running away from trading. So buying crypto is also trading. So basically, what crypto trading is buying and selling. So we are going to be going into details by tomorrow, and we are hopeful that some of you, the goal of this bootcamp is to get you started and to make you to be profitable, put you on the right path, such that you will be profitable on the long run. Okay, so once again, go take a screenshot, share with your friends, tell them what you've learned, invite them for day 3. The video would be available before the boot camp tomorrow. So those persons, some of your friends who did not attend, you can also share the video with them for them to also benefit from the platform. Okay, so we are going to wrap it up here. So Heavenly Father, we bless your name for today. Thank you for all that we have learned. We ask you for wisdom and understanding to apply what we know. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay, we have to go now. Good night, everyone. See you guys by tomorrow as we wrap it up.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you too.
Thank you, sir.
Good night, good night, good night.